Here I'm this Ali, and this video is a part of SetWater logic, uh, which is actually behind the building of the SetWater usage charts. So I see the Excel sheet for SN126, and most of the data points are valid, but the few one which have some missing logic related to the resetting of the value. So I will show you how the logic which is working behind the usage chart. So I draw a flow chart for it. For example, we have a usage data, and if we want to identify the current day usage value, then we first of all we check that if this value is greater than or equal to the previous one or not. So first of all we check that if previous day value is less than or equal to the current date. If it is true, then this means that we get the greater value from the previous day. So after that we calculate the hours difference between the current day and the previous day. If the time difference between current and previous day is greater than the 30 minutes, greater than 30 minutes, then we assign the previous day value to the current day, because it means that the data is coming earlier before the previous day. That's why we assign the current day value previous day value to the current day. So if the time difference is not greater than 30 minutes, then we calculate the difference between the previous day and the current day here, and assign the difference to the of the previous and current day value to the current date. So this is the one part of the logic which is actually behind the user charts. The other part is that if we get the value which on the current day is greater than the previous day, this means that on previous day we receive a value of 100, and on current day we receive the value is 50. So this means that there is something wrong, then like we at in that point we need to reset our logic, or we assign the previous day value. These two logics are implemented if the current day value is lesser than the previous one. So we can first of all we calculate the hours difference between the current day and the previous day. If the hour difference is greater than the 30 minutes, then we assign the previous day value as we assign here. And if the hour difference is not greater than the 0.5 hours, but we get the small value from other than the previous one, then we check our reset logic, that if we subtract the previous day value from the 65,000, and then add the current day value, and if this value is less than the 30,000, this is our resetting logic, then we reset our logic. Otherwise it remains the same as it is. We get it from the pulse count value on that specific day. So after implementing this all logic, I will show you how the charts are look now. So this is local. Where is the production? So here first of all we need to verify the SN126, which is actually in the Excel sheet. So we start it so here the first missing data is on 25th of June, and on 26th of April we get the pulse count value, which is actually 10177. So look at the charge, and the first value is missing at 25. On after missing that, we get the first transmission on 26 May, and because it is the first transmission after the missing day, so that's why it is gray. And the value on 25 is 13991 13 391 26. So 13 missing date is 13391, and on 26th of April the value is 13391. So onwards we get the value of on the 27th of April, which is actually 26 to 7. And here you can see that on 27 we have the same value on the chart, which is 26 to 7. So after that on 29 we get the value 5213, which is yes, 5213. And after that we have a missing days, which is and after missing date we get the transmission on 531 2017. So on 531 the value must be 10887. So here you see that the value on 31st is 10887, and it is gray because it is the first transmission after missing days. And all other values from 1 June, 12808, 12808 to 3rd June 1208. And another point which is 613, and between 613 and 611 we have missing transmission, which is 612. So here I will show you. Six twelve is missing. 613 is actual day, but it is the first transmission after the missing day, that's why it's gray. 14, 15, 16 we have no transmission, that's why we plot the estimated production bar, which is gray. And the value for 14, 15 and 16th of June is 15040. Here you can see that all the value is correct. So this is the after implementing that logic we plot the charts on the map site, and it looks like that the logic is according to the Excel sheet. So I push these latest logic on the production. Please verify it on your site, and hopefully we will provide you all the images for all the Setwater user charts. And please verify it on your site. If you have any feedback, any question related to that stuff, kindly update me. Thank you.